Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming over from Heidi's channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you. My name is Melissa. I am currently 32 weeks pregnant with a baby girl. I also have 2 other kiddos, and I love to do all things crafty on a budget, especially Dollar Tree DIYs, farmhouse decor, and much more. So if that's something you're interested in, I would love it if you would stick around by clicking the red subscribe button and then tap the bell and all to be notified every single time I upload. So for today's video, I have 2 summer Dollar Tree farmhouse DIYs, and I just take some items that I had in my stash, and I wanted to do this wreath for a long while now, so I'm finally able to do that. I want to thank Heidi for inviting me to your summer DIY daily, and I will leave Heidi's information linked in the description box below. She is highlighting smaller channels, and I think it's really wonderful what she's doing. I absolutely love her work and have been a big fan for a while, so definitely go check her out, and let's jump right in.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want.
To start off for the wreath, I have this bamboo wreath form. I got it from Dollar Tree a while ago, but I have seen them there recently, so I'm sure they're not very hard to find. And I just start by cutting the tag off, and then it had this jute wrapped around, I guess, the edge where they were trying to keep it together, and so I just cut off the excess jute off. And then I had this roll of burlap that I've had for a long while now, so I wanted to make like a sign in the middle, so I go ahead and I just cut a piece straight down, and then I just cut off the frayed edges, and I just make it look a little bit more uniform and straight. After I did that, I then go ahead and I measure right on my wreath to make sure that it's a good fit and it's a good size. If you have burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree, that would probably work just as well. So I always say just to shop your stash and use what you have. But anyway, I then just go ahead and I curl the edges around the back side of the wreath. I figure out that this is a little bit too long, so I do just go ahead and take my scissors, I snip the end off, and then I just take my hot glue gun. And this is my favorite hot glue gun, you guys. It's always linked down in my Amazon favorites, and it has an on-off switch plus a high and low, so that's what I love most about it. But anyway, I then just go ahead and glue down the edge, and be careful you don't burn yourself. My subscribers tell me all the time to get those finger guards, but because of my nails, they don't like to stay on my fingers, so I kind of just have to use what I have and do my best not to get burnt. So I just go ahead and do that same exact thing on the other side, and you want to make sure that this is definitely secure before you let it go, because if your glue is still wet, then this burlap will come right up. So definitely, if you have your finger guards or if you have scissors or something there to help you hold this down, then I definitely recommend to hold it down until your glue is completely dry. So after I have this little middle banner on there, I take some eucalyptus from Walmart. I always get I get my floral from Walmart just because the quality and the price is much better than Dollar Tree. I feel like Dollar Tree does have some good floral sometimes, but you don't get a lot in a bunch, and sometimes it looks really cheap. So I definitely recommend to shop Walmart for your floral, because it's definitely really nice quality at a good price. But I go ahead and just take some of the pieces of the eucalyptus off, and then I just glue all the way around my wreath. I take a piece at a time, I glue the back, and then I hold it down until it sticks, because again, if your glue is still hot, and it'll just fall right off, if that makes sense. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's kind of a pain, but I don't mind. I just pop on something on my iPad and I watch something on my iPad while I craft. That's my favorite thing to do. So I really don't mind taking the time to make sure that it's nice and dry. I then just take these mini flowers. I thought that they were perfect for summer decor because they're yellow, but they're not too over the top. I don't really like a whole bunch of color all the time. My house is kind of like neutral farmhouse and modern farmhouse, and there's not a whole big bunch of pop of color, if that makes sense. But anyway, I just take a bunch of these and I pull them off the pick. I then just cut the ends off so that way I can work with those. So I just start by testing out, because sometimes when you cut these little picks off, they're kind of shaped weird, so sometimes you just have to play around with it to make sure that it looks right. And then once you have it in the spot that you like, then you can take it off and glue the edge and make it permanent. So I definitely recommend before you make it permanent to make sure that is the spot that you want it to be. I just do this all the way around the wreath, and I do not overlap these. I just kind of place them in random spots where I think that it looks the best. I didn't want this to be totally full of these yellow flowers. I wanted it to be the greenery that I've already put on there. I wanted that to shine through, just because these eucalyptus picks from Walmart are my absolute favorite, and so I definitely have those around my house and it matches all my stuff. So I then just take some baby's breath and I do the same exact thing, and I kind of place the baby's breath in between where the yellow flowers are, just to give it that pop of white farmhouse look. And for these baby's breath, I left the ends kind of long just so that way I didn't have to glue them, because this bamboo wreath has so many layers to it. You are able to just stick these through and they will stay.
Last night we had something, tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face.
Next, I felt that this wasn't as farmhouse as I liked it, so I did measure the burlap, and then I take a piece of buffalo check scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. Fun fact, I don't have a Hobby Lobby around us, so I do order these online. If you're having trouble getting to the store, you can go ahead and order these, and I just ordered a bunch because I love this scrapbook paper. But anyway, I go ahead and measure the paper out. I take my paper cutter and I cut it down to size. I always cut it a bit bigger because you can always take off paper, but you can't add paper, so I definitely recommend to cut it bigger. And then I make sure that it's going to fit so that my burlap is still showing through, and then I go on my computer and I print off the word summer on cardstock. I will leave the font size and font name in the description box below, so that if you like this font, then you can go ahead and use it. I do believe I downloaded it off of defont.com, and again, I will leave that information in the description box. So I cut that down to size, and I cut it smaller than the buffalo check scrapbook paper. And I wanted it to look a little bit more fancy, so I did just go ahead and dovetail the ends, just so that way the buffalo check is shining through as well. And then I go ahead and I make sure that it fits and that it looks right. I flip it around and I take my pop dot adhesive from Dollar Tree. Sorry, that was a mouthful. And I go ahead and, because I wanted the summer part to pop off of the buffalo check just a little bit, so I just put those all the way around the back, and then I take the back side off of it and then glue that right down to the buffalo check scrapbook paper. After I laid that down, I again just wanted to make sure it looked right before I went ahead and glued it. When I'm satisfied, I take some hot glue and I just glue all the way around that, and then I glue that right down to my burlap. Again, be careful, this burlap has holes in it. It will burn you if you're not careful. Last but not least, I just take some buffalo check ribbon, I make a bow, and then I just go ahead and I glue that bow down. In the next few clips for the next project, I do show you how to do a bow because some of you are new, so I just want to make sure that I show how I do these bows. I get asked all the time how I do my bows, and I have a special technique, so I will show that here shortly. So for the next project, I go ahead and take 3 candle holders and some matte black spray paint outside, and I give those a good coat. I then just take some white Waverly chalk paint and my favorite chip brush. I dip my brush just a little bit into the cap, and then I just dry brush all the way around these candle holders just to give them a bit more dimension and bring those details out. After I have all 3 of those dry brushed, I then take some Gorilla super glue and I glue halfway around the top. And when you're using this Gorilla glue, on the back it says to get the surface damp first, so I did just put a little bit of water on my finger, got it damp, put the hot glue down, and then for the other half put the Gorilla glue down, and then glued 2 of those together. I then just take some lemon Farmhouse ribbon from Dollar Tree. I got this a few months back and I've had it for a while, but I go ahead and I glue a piece around the top edge of it. If that makes no sense at all, because sometimes I can jumble my words, you can see what I'm doing here, but I just cut a piece a little bit longer than where it would meet so that I can overlap a little bit and glue that down. And then I do the exact same thing with this one, except I do this around this skinnier part, just so that way when they're standing up you can see the ribbon. If I were to try to go a bit higher, you wouldn't see it, and I didn't want the bows to be in the exact same spot of the shorter and the longer one. Sorry guys, my daughter just woke up from her nap and she was calling me in there to get her up. But anyway, here is where I show you how to do my bow, the bow technique that I love to do. So I'm not gonna try to explain it to you, but if you need to slow it down and rewind it, in the right hand corner there is 3 dots. If you click the 3 dots you can slow this video down. But after I have my bows made up, I then just go ahead and I clip a dovetail in the end. Some people clip them on an angle, but I love to clip them in a dovetail. At the end of the day, it is totally up to you and it's your preference because you have to look at it all the time. So after I have my bows done, I just take some hot glue and I lay these down. I go ahead and put some hot glue in the middle of the bow, and then I just glue that right to the middle of the ribbon. Once I had the first one done, I then go ahead and I do the same exact thing to the taller one. So once I have my ribbons glued down, all you need to do now is glue the tops on. So I did the same thing. I just dampened the edge, put my Gorilla Glue down on half, and then I went with some hot glue because the Gorilla Glue is going to last, and then the hot glue is going to dry really quick to hold that down so that it doesn't slide all over the place. And then for the taller one, because you're putting it in essentially the bottom of the candle holder, I did not glue mine down just because it sat in there really nicely, but if you want to glue it down, you can. That's totally your preference. That is it today for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you are one of my loyal subscribers, I appreciate you guys stopping by every week. And if you're from Heidi's channel and you have not subscribed yet, I would love it if you would stick around. And I am just so grateful for each and every one of you. I love to do what I do, but I would not be able to do what I do without all you guys liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. So if you haven't already, definitely give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody you love if you think that they would like these DIYs. Those thumbs up and those shares really help my channel to grow and help YouTube algorithm to pick up my videos. And I would really love to thank Heidi for inviting me on this summer DIY daily. I am so excited to be doing it with her, and I am just really grateful that she handpicked me out of many other creators out there. So again, if you haven't checked out her channel, the link to her channel and her video will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.
I don't wanna play the quiet time when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. When I'm near you, pretending that I don't know